afternoon, folks. What happened last time we played? 2 weeks ago.
I call the ending.
Okay. That's fair. Who wants to start us off?
We started off in the upper chamber with the daughter of the house of the Morning Castle, the sister of the brother, and we laid her bones to rest, and it was quite touching. You know, it was a good. Derek was a good actor at this point in the session. You know.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Brings a tear to my eye, but we we made our way back down after we fought her captors, I guess you'd call them, the guards, and made our way back down, and through a series of traps, we've made it to the next recap. This is where Natalie usually takes over. So.
Very good.
I'm not ready to take over from there.
It's okay. I can do it if you want.
Cool.
So one thing that Dan left out is we spoke with the little ghost girl for quite some time. Found out that their family was there about 300 years ago, and they were there to guard the god contained within the castle, Texelwaddle, until something terrible, some sort of event we have yet to determine. We can sort of... assumption is that the Yuan-Ti invaded to liberate their god or whatever, but something terrible happened, and most of the family was killed. And Kira came to the deduction that these are actually Vaughn's ancestors. And the mother, the queen, what was her name? I can't remember. I hope Nick wrote it down. Is actually his great times 10 grandmother. And there's plenty of other secrets hidden within the castle. And yeah, we did get down to the trap room, another trapped room where we actually found a sapphire equal in size to that emerald we found within the puzzle box. So we were trying to figure out how to move the sapphire or relocate this into an...
Zorn could almost pick it up.
He was trying to...
He's almost strong enough.
That's what we were in the middle of doing when Omni went...
he had found another of the puzzle boxes and was trying to figure out how the sapphire was going to fit in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
When Omni was going about his business.
Yeah. Speaking of, I feel like this is the moment. So after
we skipped Natalie. You said you wanted to go last.
Oh yes, please, Natalie, do your thing.
Sorry, Natalie.
I don't have too much to add because Zorn just kind of whacked stuff this last session. Got some good kills in. I remember that the ghost girl helped us open a wardrobe, and Vaunt was like, everything in here is mine because this is my family's, so no touchy. And we went down and explored some other areas, and we split the party, yes. Which I will let Omni cover.
Yeah. So
Omni split the party because we were in the same 1 or 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I went into another room as well. Mine just happened to have more doors.
I think you were only one room. I think you were only 1 room away, though. I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah, I'm not too far, but
yeah, we were all pretty close together at the end of it. So yeah.
In death.
Ashwell took the moment while everyone was kind of settling in and decided to do a little scouting around the place. And I'm going to preface this for everyone out there. Omni was tired that night and not the best making decisions. So Ashwell's ability was also equally bad. he went ahead of the party and decided to sneak about and see if he could reconnoiter around the place. Maybe see if he could find another one of those gems or something else valuable that might help us forward, or at least find where our next foe might be. So, invisibly, stealthily, he went through each room, checked to make sure they weren't trapped as we entered them. When they were trapped, figure out how to deal with it. We did pretty good, up until Ashwell finally peeled off and went up a staircase. Found a hall, and found a big door at the end of one of the parts of the hall. And was like, oh, this door looks interesting. I walk up and I go, hey, can I roll to try to, see what's behind the door, figure out figure out if there's any traps or any problems. I roll a nat 20, and then proceed to not wait for Derek to tell me what's happening, and then just open the door. Because I rolled a nat 20, and Omni, dumb, decided that meant the room had to be safe because I rolled a nat 20. Because that's my broken thought process when I had 4 hours of sleep. So I open the door, and what do I find but 8 whites sitting at a table, all ready to whoop ass.
Ghosts.
And ghosts, yes. And my character thinking, ghost knights. Okay, well that's important for us to know. I might have alerted them that there's something here, but surely being invisible, they can see my soul. And so being invisible means shit to them. So they proceed to stand up. 3 of them, I think only 2 of them actually, float over and whoop my ass so thoroughly I don't get a round of combat. Then the remainder look and see that that's well and truly handled, phase to the floor, and proceed to whoop the rest of the party's ass in an insanely horrifying
It was just an
surprise round.
ungodly hot streak. It was an ungodly hot streak. I think I rolled
We
like 2
all roll
criticals.
miserably low for initiative. These things roll surprisingly high. Crit, 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 and I think we had 3 or 4 of us drop. Because I know Ashwell went down first. 2 more people immediately went down. I don't remember if there was a 4th.
It was
Kira
me.
and Vaughn.
Yeah, it was me and Red.
And then,
I'm
Zorn got
possessed.
possessed. Zorn got like a
Oh, you're right.
really
Yeah, that's
low
right.
roll on the resist.
Yeah.
So I've joined the ghosts. I am with them now, and my mission is to kill all
And
of
it's
you.
already mostly accomplished, so
Yeah. Good
yeah,
job.
so-
You've succeeded.
I'm joining the winning side.
And at which point, as I recall, we all were kind of just like, wow, this is looking like a genuine game. We have no idea what to do. And so, Red,
You're underwater right now.
Yeah.
fuck. I don't know why. It's
There you
been
go.
so weird lately. But I was, we were just jokingly like, hey, if anyone out there has a divine intervention, now is the time. At which point, Dylan ran back and was like, oh, I was just
Giga
nearby.
chug.
Someone needed divine intervention? And yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
That's it.
Well, Omni did say, hey, we can't be doing this, guys. And then he did it. So we...
Yep. So bad. I did it so
Very
bad.
good.
For shame.
Yeah.
Can't believe he done this.
Everybody gets one.
I feel like this counts as more than one, but maybe that's just me.
I feel like considering that one of those ones cost my character his actual life, I feel like I've finally balanced out.
Okay. Are you and Nick just gonna
True.
continue having a contest for the rest of the
No,
campaign?
I don't
about-
want to play that game.
You can die the most
Apparently.
miraculously,
Yeah.
most spectacularly, I guess.
Who
would be
can
the
kill
right
the most player characters?
I mean, if it's the second one, I win. If it's the first one, this is the most pitiful death I've ever had. My dude opens a door and gets the shit kicked out of him like some drunk guy stumbling into a bar. It did not go well.
And by ghosts, nonetheless.
God.
Like, you're not even getting killed by an alive being. They're already
Being
dead.
recruited to the winning side.
Yeah. Forcibly recruited.
So, folks, we've had some good laughs. We've had a good recap. Everybody's gotten their reroll for the session. Are you ready?
No.
I should have
No.
got hard liquor for this, but let's go.
I still have my turn. What?
Yeah, Kanan's over like, I didn't get to take my turn. Just fucking
It's
fireball at 9th level and put us all out of our misery.
Oh,
Kanan,
God.
you do get your turn.
Please don't.
What do you do?
Yeah, can we
Where's
post the
the
map?
map?
I'm gonna.
Image. Morning kill.
Thank
There we
you.
go.
I'm gonna compel. Try to snap her out of it. You know.
That would be nice.
I'm gonna charismatically say, Zarn, we need you. Come back to us.
That's a free action.
I don't
It
think it
didn't work.
worked.
Oh, crap.
Can't believe it didn't work.
I mean, if it was up to me, it
Power
would
of
work.
friendship.
But
You see instead Zarn's body as if every muscle is coiling around the blade. The Vorpal greatsword that you handed to it up to its own neck.
Oh no.
wait, no.
I didn't agree to that.
I thought we were killing the other guys, not me.
Hey, but if you crit, do you chop your own head off?
They will join our ranks soon.
Oh crap. Sure.
Well, maybe they should join first, and then I'll see if they like it. And if they like it, then maybe I'll join.
Kanan.
Alright, I'll do what
He
I
pays
can.
no mind to you.
I'll take your offer under consideration.
You know, I already have a lot of friends. I'm not sure if I'm looking for
I'm already
any more.
dead.
What could go wrong?
Alright.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Why did
Okay.
it 31 damage? What the heck?
You heal for 11.
And then, I end my turn there.
So all the ghost knights are going to coalesce on your position.
He's
Gosh.
fine.
How
He's
many
fine.
are there?
There's like 7. He's fine.
There's 7. I mean, not all of them are in the room yet.
There they coalesce.
Fucking Kanan's gonna get turned into pulp.
Oh,
And they are
crap.
all going to attack you.
I shield.
You better.
I gotta admit, they're a pretty efficient blend tech of attacks, these guys. Oh, I don't know.
That's a lot of
With
misses.
rolls like, where were these last session?
Yeah, what
Right?
Where were
the
these?
Keep that up.
Fucking
Oh,
Kanan,
crap.
there we go.
Kanan out here is just Neo from the Matrix.
That all you got?
Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm going to count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was 3 of them. So I'm on Ghost Knight number 4 right now.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
You're shielding now, though. What's your AC with your shield?
Should be 23.
That was the sound of Kanan getting hit.
Truth. That was just enough to hit you.
Damn.
I will describe this once all the rolls are resolved.
Nice. Man.
What about Zarn being possessed?
You're right, so number 7 is not going to be attacking. Good call.
He's
Holy
piloting
shit.
Zarn's meat suit.
Yep.
No. We're having an internal battle in my mind. It's really badass.
I'm just imagining you two like turning face away, like slap fighting.
There it is.
Oh, there she blows.
Oh.
There's the pool of dice I remember.
Wait.
There it goes.
50 damage, Jesus.
There
No.
you go.
I used
Hey, Dylan.
I used my mark, but
You use your sorcerer ability. Oh, your shadow brand mark. Okay,
Hey,
so
Dylan.
good to see you, buddy. What were you at before that?
I don't remember. I was almost full.
No, you fucking weren't.
Heavily damaged.
We're getting to your divine intervention. Don't worry. We're picking up where we
Yeah.
left off.
We are picking up right where we left off. I think I. Okay. So if you were at heavily damaged, yeah, then that is going to put you at 14 wounds remaining. Excuse me. 75 damage overall. And that is going to be one surviving sorcerer. We see this onslaught of knights surrounding you, just swinging these ghostly swords through and through. You are shielding to the best of your ability. It is quite a beautiful sight to see. Using the blade of your scythe, using your magic to defend yourself, you weather this storm. And then we get to Zarn.
What can I do?
Make a what saving throw is this?
Wisdom.
I think it might be charisma.
Oh.
Okay. I'm guessing I have to do this in the tower.
You can do it in the open.
Do I have advantage?
No, not at all.
Come on, Zarn. We can do this. I don't know why I rolled with why disadvantage.
I don't know. Either one of those would have failed. Well, let's double check on why. Oh, because you were incapacitated. Either one of those would have failed.
Let me just look at my abilities and stuff. Do I have anything?
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye. I see you, Skag. I appreciate that, buddy.
Wait. I have a ring of mind shielding on.
It's not possessing your mind.
Damn it.
It's the one part of you, I guess, it boxed away.
You're conscious of everything that's happening right in front of you.
Mm. Do I have anything?
You have your inspiration.
That's true. I should probably use that, but I'm guessing I still have disadvantage.
You can bless her, Skag.
Okay.
The
So
Dreadlord imposes their
I don't
will.
know if
The world shudders.
bless is
That's nice,
enough.
Dylan.
I think I still have to re-roll.
Dylan is removing the incapacitated condition from you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice.
So in that case, I
very
will
sweet.
go ahead and use my inspiration to re-roll without disadvantage, and then I have a bless if I need it. Okay. Come on. Yes! 22. That's got to get me out of this.
You break the possession.
Not today, ghost. Okay, now what am I gonna do? I have 25 wounds. That's not too bad. Alright.
That is at your end of your turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
double
no,
checking.
so I can't even go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run, Sar. Go without me.
I don't know if I can even do that.
I'm holding them back.
I think that's
Yeah.
back
Kanan.
to you, Kanan.
There's a-
R.I.P.
There's a part of me that feels like this is like a Captain America Last Stand. I can do this all day, but really, this is Randy Marsh. I didn't hear no bell. Oh God.
Come on,
Oh,
Kanan.
JJ, thank you so much for the resub. 13 months. Oh, my
JJ.
God. Much love, dude.
Oh, nice.
Much love. Thank you. Kanan. You're muted.
I said if I'm gonna die anyways, I'm gonna go out with a bang, guys.
And it might as well go up in flames.
This is coming.
Oh,
I'll remember
man.
you. I'll raise Umok for you.
I'll raise Umok for you.
Goodbye, my friend.
I'm probably his godmother.
Oh, I'm incapacitated, I think.
I don't know when
I don't remember when you got incapacitated. I'll remove that from you. Oh, because I just I forgot to remove it from you when I applied that damage, and then you reduced the damage.
When were you designated godparent? Because you might actually be his godfather.
You nat one on your own save. That's very fitting. Please describe Kanan.
That's good.
I center a fireball on myself, and let's say it's a tear from my own eye, you know, a fireball.
Jesus.
Zarn, what do you do when you watch your longest friend obliterate themselves before your very eyes?
And just watch. Just like, I always knew it was gonna end this way. I always knew it was gonna be one of her fireballs that took her out, but goddamn, did it help out in this situation? And I will remember her fondly if I can't bring her back to life.
The abyss wanes. May their aim
Plus for
be
the
true.
enemies. Thanks, Gag. I appreciate that.
Oh,
Not
Lord.
the enemies.
The Ghost Knights are now going to rush you
Oh no,
from
I'm not
the
here.
ball of fire.
I'm still possessed, actually, so no need.
What's your armor class?
It's 22.
I'm not going to use that. I would need a 6.
I was gonna say, I fear incapacitated might prevent you from using your normal armor class.
I'm not
Dylan just paid
incapacitated
for
anymore.
to break
Yeah.
incapacitation.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, a couple turns ago.
Oh, that's right, yes. Sick.
That is a hit.
So much
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm okay. But you guys are
That's
really
what
grateful to have a healer right now.
Yeah, that's
Or at
what I
least
thought the
before
first time I encountered was like, oh, I can handle one, and then the second one walked up. I could not handle even the
I mean,
second
as long
one.
as I don't get
Thank you,
hit
Skaggy.
again.
That's a hit.
As long as I don't get hit again, immediately gets hit.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I
you
just
guys-
can't get hit another time. Okay, good. Good.
My heart's beating so fast.
Okay, good. Slow numbers, good.
I feel like we're
I
Frodo
feel
at Weathertop.
feel a nat
all of
20
us.
coming on.
No.
Uh-oh, there's one.
There's the that.
Oh,
Low
no.
numbers, gosh. Okay,
pretty
I'm not
low.
dead. I'm dead now.
That'll do it. Yeah. I think dice alone. Yeah.
Yeah. I had like 4 health left or something.
Oh my god.
As
Damn.
these knights tear towards you and just like all like rise up into the ceiling and then come down around you in a circle, they hold back their blades and as one skewer you in the center.
It's not a fair fight. If I had gotten my rounds, I would have killed you all, I say with my last breath.
I had gotten my turn.
You guys hadn't cheated.
If only after I open the door, I say as I die.
Who
I
would have
curse
opened
Ashwell
the
with my
door?
last breath. I'm just kidding.
Who opened the door and unleashed this upon us? We'll never know. Ashwell sweating in afterlife.
Waiting to get his ass kicked by the party.
You awaken in what to you feels like instantly. All of you. Through time and through space. You find one another. At the top of a great mountain, capped white with snow. A beautiful gray sky. In a valley that stretches out before you in every direction as far as you can see. At the very edge of the horizon, another set of mountains. And to your north, you can see a great waterfall. And to your south, a great cliff. There's this chill that does not cold any of you, though you feel it still, as wind from aeons past drifts over the 5 of the party.
But I'll say it if no one else is. Where the hell are we?
Are we in the larder again?
I don't think it's cold enough. What the hell happened?
Canyon will be on the floor, just resting.
Blunt was fiddling with that sapphire, and the next thing I know, it wake up here. What? Did you two? Did you not do something?
All I know is I'm standing around minding my business. Some ghost gets all up in my body. Didn't like that. And then they stabbed me, and now I'm here. And if I find out who's responsible, I'm gonna stab them the way those ghosts stabbed me.
Ashwell will choose to remain tactically silent and
Tactically silent.
slowly looking around. Derek, do I recognize this at all from when I was dead?
This is a new development.
Say new development, he says. I don't like that.
Ashwell's still looking around. This wasn't where I went last time.
What do you mean, Lau? What are you talking about? We're not on holiday. What's going on?
And he's going to turn around, and as he does, you can sort of see like almost an after image of the old Ashwell behind this new one, both speaking at the same time. This is where we went when we died. But this isn't. This is wrong. This is new.
What do you mean when you died?
They both give you this look like you know exactly what I fucking mean.
Yeah, you died. I forgot about that.
Kanan with her head hung low. I failed everyone. Flock would know.
You really did, Kanan. Just kidding. You fought honorably. That fireball was magnificent. I think I might still be partially blind.
Did you not trip a trap or something? Were we at our backstands?
I didn't.
Can
Wait,
I make
is
some
Vaughn
kind
here?
Oh, yes.
Vaughn's not here.
Yeah, is Vaughn missing?
He said the 5 of us.
Yeah, because I'm sure Vaughn would be running his mouth if he was here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'll make a roll for Vaughn. I'll make a roll for Vaughn using his character sheet. You know what? That sounds like the move.
That's fair.
Tieflings go to hell, don't they?
All tieflings just go straight to hell.
Straight to hell.
that feels a little racist. Oh, man.
What do y'all want to know? You have one question.
Is that before or after we find out if Vaughn's here?
This is Vaughn telling you.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Um,
I feel like the obvious question is where are we, but maybe it should be how do we get out of here?
I think that's pretty fair, actually, yeah. I think where are we? Like, because this is not the normal, well, in fairness, like, this isn't, Ashwell's last death was hardly normal, so.
You did get a little bit, like, vaporized by a beholder, so...
Yeah, and he kind of got put back together Dr. Manhattan
No.
style by something
Yeah.
equivalent to God. So, yeah, no, it's,
Yeah. You get
kinda
put, like,
normal.
in a juicer.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, Zark's died 2 before. Does she remember anything
Not like
from when
this.
she died? I figure not like this. I just wasn't sure if she even remembered
You
anything.
probably would have been straight to the abyss, and your psyche would probably be blocked off so that you can't remember that. All of the demons fiending for your soul.
Oh,
Tactical
so-
memory repression.
Yeah.
Hey, it works wonders. I think if everyone's good with it, I think that's the question, right?
Yeah.
Where are we?
A place that people haven't gone for a very, very long time. A place where people were supposed to go, but something took that. And now, something, for some reason, brought it back.
Oh, we are absolutely dead.
We're dead.
I don't know many
I
ways.
distinctly remember getting stabbed, so it would make sense.
I do very distinctly remember being ventilated by ghosts.
If we're dead, then what the hell are Kanan and I doing here? We're elves. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, this isn't where I went last time either. Something's changed. Changed death.
Can I make a religion check?
Sure.
Maybe the ghost didn't kill us. Maybe they banished us or took over our bodies again and we're all hallucinating.
I'm pretty sure I had enough holes in me where my body wouldn't be particularly useful to them anymore. More than just the usual, like...
I mean, watch what venue you say that at.
He's literally, like, counting on his fingers, like, how many? I'm still... never mind. Either way, more than I had before.
Sorry, I probably should have rolled that in the tower. My bad.
It's all good. Can everybody see?
It's opening.
Open image. Open.
Yes.
Woo!
I love this thing.
So, this is the map of the realms, the spheres. The place where you guys are familiar with is Old Illyria, or Ismira.
Mm-hmm.
The courts of the Fae, Aurora, Equinox, Mirage, and Nascent, all dictate part of the seasons for the world, as it is currently being remade. You have this understanding because you can feel the change coming, very in tune with the world before you died. There is a number of places where the different beings that were mortal go when they die. You should have gone to Aurora. Mankind, or those of man that prove themselves worthy of trust with unbelievable power, are taken to the 7 spires of Avalon. They are made into angels, made into saints, given deific power or pseudo-deific power. There's also the 7 cities of Abaddon, a place that Vaunt is pretty familiar with, given that the queen of Abaddon, Celestine, is very much interested in him becoming Mephistopheles, the new Mephistopheles. There is, however, a third place, Limina, the realm that was created where all souls would be ferried up to the spires of Avalon or down to the depths of Abaddon. Something put Limina back into play, where it had been removed and sealed away for far, far longer than anybody else really remembers. But being a psychopomp, it is your job to know such things. And a 25 is a damn good roll. You're in Limina.
Kira loses the look of anger on their faces. They're just kind of like coming to terms with everything, and they look around and they look in the direction of the spires and the direction of the mountains, and it just kind of gets like really like oh look on their face, like ah shit. Do I get any questions with my 25?
I gave a bunch of information, so I'll let you ask 2 questions.
Okay. So, question number 1 is, in my thousands of years, at my, like, Grim Reaper desk job, did I ever find out why Limina was separated from the plains, like why it was no longer a place where people could go? Also, I like the name, by the way. Play on
Oh.
liminal.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
like that too.
Appreciate that. Death sealed it away. Death sealed it away because Death, being the greedy bastard that it is, wanted every last soul that left the mortal coil to itself. Something happened, and recently, that seems to have affected that greatly.
So is it reasonable for Kira to deduce that Limina has been reconnected
That's reasonable.
to like due to the rebirth?
I mean, you're here. Yeah.
I mean, like due to the rebirth of the material plane being about to be recycled.
Is that your other question?
Yes.
The world being recycled would not reintroduce Limina. The world has been recycled a whole bunch of times without that realm.
So, for some unbeknownst reason, then Death has chosen to be like, yeah, you guys can use Limina again.
No,
Is what I...
no, Death wouldn't choose something like that.
Hmm.
No. In your best estimation, the only thing that makes sense is that Death has been removed from the mortal coil temporarily.
That sounds troublesome.
That's a problem.
Also, I can't believe we didn't just get sent to Mechanus where we could all be Modrons.
Make me a fleshy D4 with robot legs, please.
The new campaign is to get promoted to the higher little... What the fuck are the 5-sided ones?
I think it's Pentatron, I think.
Yeah, it might be Pentatron. Anyway. I'm a Pentatron in a world of Modrons. Alright, well, Kira's gonna share all this information with everybody in a Kira-esque way.
So, if Death is gone, does that mean I can't die?
Well, we're very clearly dead, or we wouldn't be here.
Oh, right.
Without Death, I think it's just not being steered. The ship's still sailing, it just doesn't have a captain, right?
As long as Death is gone, we're eternally in limbo.
Lovely.
Don't know if I like it here, but could be worse. Set up home, see if there's other souls we can steal from. No, we could make it work.
I don't know, what would you not prefer, serve in heaven or rule in hell? I bet we could walk there if we walked far enough.
I'd vastly prefer not to be stuck here, if possible. Wait, hold on. Limbo, you said. Limina. That's between the two places of death. This is a place of transition, right? It's supposed to be, isn't it?
The original purpose of it was like a waiting room for souls before they were sorted. In some cases, people who weren't great but weren't particularly bad would wait out their time as a way
Maybe
of
there's a way
penance.
back?
What are we supposed to do, resurrect ourselves?
Well, Death's out on holiday, then I imagine it's more likely than not possible right now.
Oh, lovely. Let me just crawl back into my wretched body.
Look, I'm just saying, don't knock your body till you haven't been without it, and disintegration was definitely a wake-up call on that.
Kanan will examine herself and say, "Need some new clothes. These ones are burnt."
Do we even have our, like, physical possessions on us?
You are wearing what you were wearing when you died.
But, like, do I have my backpack and my weapons?
Yep. Turns out you can take
I
it
have
with
some
you.
common clothes.
You can't take it with you when you die. We're all just standing around in white frocks looking frustrated.
I'll give Kanan my common clothes that I have in my backpack. It's nothing fancy, but they don't smell like burnt hair.
You notice that nothing smells like anything, actually.
Oh,
You mentioned that the wind was blowing, but we couldn't feel it.
True.
Also, so we can't like
Kanan.
we have no senses.
I poke Kanan and ask her if she feels it. Like, I poke her kind of hard.
When you concentrate on it.
Interesting.
well, if that's the case, I'll make my way to Avalon and become a deific elf of great things.
Important note. Not elven gods.
Huh.
Human gods.
I don't want to be here with the. I'm gonna be here with the stinky human gods.
Where's the Yuanti heaven?
Oh, they don't have one of those.
Oh no.
Oops.
I'll make my own Yuanti heaven.
Rags
I
to
feel like-
riches story. Heaven
feel-
for a snake.
There's just like a less terrible facet of the abyss.
Just a nice nest lair, plenty of eggs, people to kill, the usual.
Cosmology of the universe, all the gods lovingly array everything out for all the different species, and then comes Sneeple, and they're like, "Chuck him in the bin."
chuck him in the bin.
This is racism. I want to stand for it. I'd like to speak to Heaven's supervisor.
So I'm gonna close this so I can actually still see what the hell is going on. For some reason, I am really having a hard time running this. Okay, there we go. So Ashwell is going to sort of just like look around. He's not really depressed, just kind of concerned. Like his mask is sitting a little forward in that way when his brow furrows. Is there a way for him to maybe reach out? You know what? Let's try something first. He's going to stand there, run his hands sort of back and forth. He's going to try to use Eldritch Blast, just like at a chunk of ground in front of him.
The ground explodes with a ball of force, the rock shale shattering into a million pieces in dust.
All right. So, powers are still there. I wonder. We're outside of. You said that the gods. I don't want to say discarded Limina, but they kind of put it to the side.
No,
Right,
I didn't
Kiara?
say. No, I didn't say that. I said Diff was holding it, keeping it to itself.
All right. Either way, we're outside of the bounds of the mortal world, right? By literal definition.
I don't know, Ashwell. What do you think? Just gesture around.
I know we're dead, okay? I'm just saying. My point is, maybe if we're somewhere in the middle, it's easier to get back. I'm just not sure how to do it. I'm gonna see if I can knock on the sky. And he's just gonna, like, sit down and Put his sword in front of him.
fucking Ashwell, like putting in a mod command to get to the skybox. Like,
I think if we
no
can
clip.
reach the sky, it'll open up like a box and we'll get back to the real world.
no,
don't mean that.
that would be freaky.
I don't mean that literally. I mean, if this is a place of transition, maybe it's. And the rules of death are clearly where. I mean, you said death is gone. Death, faffed off to do whatever. So it seems like now's the time to break or bend some rules if we can get away with it. No one here to clap us on the hands for it.
We should start by examining our surroundings. Is there anything out there?
A cat, apparently.
Yeah, I even heard it through my headphones.
Roll
That's
me.
that's Gremlin.
Where are you looking, Kanan?
Just around us. Is there anything to see?
There is a small, broken stone road at your feet that leads down this mountain and towards a large cathedral-style castle in the very center of the valley.
I claim that castle. Onward.
Dibs on the castle. I'll come help you claim it, so I have somewhere to sleep.
Are you just going to walk off without Ashwell?
Ashwell, go ahead. Do whatever.
Yeah,
you do.
I'll let Ashwell.
We're already dead. What's the worst that can happen?
What
Double
happens when I
dead.
die again?
Probably just be like respawning.
Or annihilation. I'm not sure which is more comforting. Oh boy. So, I suppose, yeah, if you guys need to start walking, Ash will just wave you along and say, I'll be along shortly. I just need to get some answers.
Ashwell, please roll a flat d20 into the tower for me.
You got it. Da-da-da-da-da. Come on. Come on, I believe in you. Give me the die. Yes. Yes. I cannot wait to upgrade my PC.
There's no distortion around you. There's no nebulous clouds, no unreal stars that manifest, but you do feel a presence, somehow even stronger than you normally feel it back in the world. You can almost feel it on your heart itself. What answers do you seek?
I assume since everyone's gone, I'll be playing. I made a mistake. I'm not the old Ashwell, and I keep trying to be him. And it cost my party everything. Not that it matters. I need to know, is there a way back to the Morning Castle? Is there a way for us to return?
If you have the conviction to make a decision, your time on the mortal plane is not yet over.
Very well. I have one last thing to ask since you're here, and I can speak with you clearer here than ever. Before.
You roboted out.
There he goes.
Why is it like this today? Hold on, let me make sure. I don't have anything else up. What the hell?
All good. We can hear
close
you now.
that. I'm just gonna straight up close Discord.
Internet fluctuations.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I guess, yeah. Or my PC's just being a bag. So
You were saying?
yeah. Before I go, as I can hear you more clearly now than I did before, I should ask. I saw my daughter before I died. I think I was meant to slay her. What is happening to her?
The hand of causality chose your daughter for a very special reason. She was to be safeguarded, and yet she was turned away from those that were deemed worthy to protect her. She was imbued with a piece of an ancient being, a god of elven kind, twisted by their time spent in the abyss. And at her birth, upon her inception into the world, a piece of that dark god was placed inside of her very soul. I have watched, I have seen how you have all shaped her. And I have seen the fateful decision she made so long ago to cast away the necklace that gave her safety, that safeguarded the world. You can see a memory, clear as day, that cottage in the court of the exiles back in Blackwood, the very first time that you all returned from your mission. You can see Whisper taking off this amulet, looking at it, and throwing it into the lake. Not all things are set in stone. The hand of causality may have chosen her for one fate. That greatness does not wash out. But the future is not set in stone what she will become. There will come a time, and very soon, where she may very well save you and your comrades from utter annihilation at the hands of the queen that you have sought subterfuge on. You must do something in this moment, and it will be the hardest thing that you have ever had to do. When that moment comes, Ashwell, you must do nothing.
I feel like at this point, there are sort of just two Ashwells sitting there quietly. The old Ashwell is weeping openly, and the new one is just sort of staring into the middle ground, kind of stunned. The final question before I go, then. Would it have been kinder if I never did anything at all? If I had left her in the sewer, instead of dragging her into all this?
You didn't know it. And how could you have? But your decision saves more elven souls than almost any other act ever performed on the mortal coil.
Thank you, my friend. And he's going to slowly stand up. Both Ashwells do the same, and one fades out. The other one turns and walks after the rest of the party.
I think that's where we're going to cut to break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be right back with more Covet Syndicate. back. Thank you all so very much for waiting. I surely do appreciate it. And without further ado, what do my players do?
I'm conquering territories like a dictator or whatever. Kanan Khan.
Kanan Khan.
So something that you notice,
Um,
Kanan, is that, and you guys can all go after that. I just want to say this really quick. For a place that is supposed to be where all the dead people go, there's like nobody here.
We're the first of our name, is what you're saying.
No, we're stuck with each other for eternity.
What were you saying, Lily?
Oh god.
I was just gonna say I'm with Kanan. I said earlier that Sarn was gonna go help Kanan conquer the castle.
Okay.
Vaughn and Kira are probably looking for answers about like where to go and what to do. How to get out.
You know, as the Covet Syndicate, you know, our motto is live and let die. You know, we got to kill everybody to be
Since
alive.
when?
I thought it was
Let
every man
us
for
live.
himself.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
Also, I literally have the fucking Full House theme in my head now, and we were like, we're all stuck together in hell forever.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, everywhere you look. It's like all five of us over a hill.
What's ironic enough
I
is
like
that
it.
it's actually Misery Loves Company.
Uncle Jesse. Oh,
The choice. Ashel would float to catch up with you all. Also, how was our... I also realized as I was testing my magic earlier, do we have our spell slots back as well? Like, are we topped off?
Yeah.
Sick.
Huh.
Oh, and one final question. Do we have any obvious wounds on us from death?
Yeah.
Or we just... Okay, so like... all
You
right.
all
We have-
have the wounds on you of death.
yeah, I got burnt feet and stuff.
You're all fucked up.
I
Like,
was
just
you're all
there.
together, but like you're scarred as fuck.
I
stabbed once in the
smile,
back.
and then everybody has to make a con save for my smile. And they're like,
I have more holes in me than a cheese grater.
Speak for yourself. I was only stabbed once and I fucking went down.
Sure, you got critted on.
Yeah, but I think both Vaughn and I, or actually Vaughn's so squishy, I think he only took one hit. And then I got crit. Can I make a perception or insight check on this place? Maybe like looking for some pathways or maybe like a route or something other than just like nothingness until Avalon or Abaddon.
So, you don't need to make a roll. I described earlier that there is a stone path at your feet, a loose stone path that leads down the mountain that you're on, and the only thing that you could imagine, because it's straight in front of you, is that large castle in the center.
Fuck, okay. To the castle we go then, I guess.
Ashwell would just be silently gliding after, I guess, after the party. Looking pretty fucking determined, actually. Like, his brow is set enough where you can see it behind the mask. This is a man with, like, just, like, focus at the moment.
if you look at Kanan's face, it's just like crying face, but not crying at the moment.
So as they're walking down the way towards the church, Kira seems to realize that they have a death wound in their torso, and they're just like poking around this ripped spot in their robes and in their armor. Like, what the fuck?
Doesn't hurt.
And hear them muttering obscenities under their breaths. Just kind of like feel around this wound that goes all the way through them.
That's all you got, sister.
I'm pretty sure Ashwell takes one look at you, Kane, and goes, "Oh, I get it. Fireball. That's what Zarn was talking about."
You look a bit like a burnt wheel of cheese. So I'll take this one over that.
You look like you got off a little easy, honestly. One seems much nicer than what I got. He just gestures to like his front is just like, oh, like 8, 9 impaling wounds.
Yeah. Burn wounds are going to be all the fashion in this new castle. This new empire.
Sure.
That genuinely makes me wonder. Is this what your zombies do when they're bored? They just compare how they died? Like, oh, hey, look, there's Stan. Stan got off easy. He just got decapitated. But John over there got bludgeoned to death with a mace until he was pudding. Man, his reincarnation sucked.
Are you the one who's been naming my zombies?
Look, it's weird to just not say something to them, right? There's so many of them.
They're walking corpses.
Yes, but like, how do we know whether it's, Jack who had the limp arm or it's Rodney who had the kneecap? Like, they have different tactical applications.
Why are you naming my zombies?
Because I'm unbelievably bored when everyone goes ahead of me in the castle and uses magic to open every door and checks out everything. And I feel like you don't need a rogue anymore.
I bet it was Vaunt who released all those ghosts on us. He was the one poking around things earlier.
Oh, yeah.
We were trying to figure out how to put a sapphire in a tiny box. That isn't possible. You were the ones who were wandering about.
All I found were doors.
And I bet you touched
Boring
one, didn't you?
doors. No. Do I look like I touched a door?
You look like you touched doors, yes.
I mean, I touched the door that led me to the room that had more doors. But there were no ghosts.
Apparently, we're just bickering all the way down to the castle, trying to figure out how we.
Where some
about being dead.
where some groups would take the opportunity to bond, like, don't worry, I know things look down, but we're gonna get through this because we have each other. You guys are just like fighting about like the circumstances in which you all died.
It's only fitting.
Yeah,
that completely sums up this entire campaign.
Oh my god.
This is certainly a campaign-defining moment in my mind.
I love this. This is great, though. I would actually, no joke, actually would dig this as death. Like, if this was death, I would be 100% A-okay with just like, hey, guys, let's just meme each other for eternity. I'd be 100% down with that shit.
Until we find out you're the one who got us killed and we spend the rest of eternity memeing on
Beating
you.
my ass? Yeah, no, I'd rather not find out how immortal I really am as a corpse. So let's keep going.
So down the mountain you bicker until eventually and finally you make your way to the base. Well, not the base of the castle, but part of it that is built into this mountain itself. You can see a great row of lines as though it's expecting people to be lined out the door, but there's nobody here. There's a drawbridge that goes across a small fissure at the top of the mountain, or at the not the top, the summit where you are now at. There's nobody at the guard posts. There's nothing. It's just kind of vacant.
Well, both cannon draws her weapon anyways. Never can be too safe, Come out so I can kill you, she says.
Anyone home at all?
There's no response.
That'd actually be nice to know we're not alone here and I'm stuck with you not forever.
I was thinking about it on the way down.
That's a first for you.
He cocks his head at you. Excuse you. But
sorry, Nick's not here. Somebody has to make the quips.
that's all right. He pauses. As I was coming down here with you all, I was thinking, if Limina hasn't been used for a long time, it stands to reason it might be very empty. Doesn't it make sense? Death has been keeping all the mortal souls to themselves. Who's here besides us? And whatever unfortunate sods got dumped here.
Hmm. So are we
That's
looking
not-
for a way out, or are we looking for company? That's the question.
Uh,
What you got?
that's naive thinking. Canyon thinks, but she doesn't say it. But she makes her way into the castle proper.
You come to what you very quickly assume to be a great lift, but no means of operation. There's this stone centerpiece with 4 statues facing in opposite directions. A great bridge that sets about to a small platform in the center, made of stonework.
So we got to climb it, or
What are the
Pass.
statues?
4 different individuals, one of them with a massive, massive sword.
or
One of them with a large stave, one of them with a bolt of lightning, and another with what can really only be described as it looks like a carving of flame.
Are they all human? Are they faceless?
They're faceless.
Gods, maybe?
Hmm.
Canyon doesn't trust the statues, so she's wary of these. Yeah. Ash will go first.
Can I do a history check to see if I recall 4 figures with these weapons?
Okay.
I'll wait for that roll to resolve.
Where do you think it's familiar from?
Something in ancient history, I'm guessing. Some old gods, old rulers, something like that.
If they were no gods that your people ever observed.
Take a closer look, Ashwell.
I suppose the party still needs a rogue after all. He glides forward. Let's see, what do we have? Okay. Can I attempt to use Arcana? Or, I think Arcana would be the thing he would probably most likely use to try to assess something about these statues. And then feeling that he'll try to analyze them on a more practical, thievish note with his tools.
You can try.
All right. Arcana first.
Both rolled the exact same thing.
May I roll religion?
Ah.
You may.
Okay.
That's not significantly better, but
Nah.
Being dead, you kind of forget some stuff. It's all slowly coming back to me.
Can I persuade Kira to remember?
I'll intimidate her into remember.
Wait a minute. Wait. Four warriors, 4 people, lightning, fire, a sword, and a staff. And he's just sort of going to glide around looking at them. Not sure it's us, but he takes a moment and just looks and just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on himself.
I do think that they're gods. They're faceless and indeterminate beings. I feel like they're more like avatars.
What if they represent something instead?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. They almost look like adventurers in a way.
But, heroes. Faceless heroes.
I guess that would make this place the iconic chivalry is dead joke. Just gonna look around.
Whole fucking castle is just quiet. You just kind of hear in the
Look, I'm dead, all right. I'm not very funny when I was alive. That didn't change after I got ventilated.
Then why bother having a 20 in charisma?
I'm charismatic. I'm not a comedian. I'm a diplomat. So 4 cardinal directions, 4 travelers, lightning, fire,
4
sword.
seasons.
4 directions.
Everything around here. Wait a minute. And he's going to glide out and see if he can... Can I follow the gaze of one of the statues, the direction of one of the statues, and see what's behind each one? Because I remember you describing that the different cardinal directions had different places behind them, right?
That's correct.
Okay. So where is our friend Mr. Fire pointing towards?
Fire is pointing towards the south.
Okay. And that's the cliff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cliff that leads to Abaddon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Abaddon, and I'm guessing then to take a wild stab in the dark, lightning is north?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So that's north, and that's the nice place, the good place to make the TV joke. So what's our friend Mr. Staff looking at?
West.
And west is the waterfall, correct?
The waterfall is north.
North. Oh, okay. So what was west again?
Mountain.
Mountain. Okay.
The mountain that you guys came from.
Okay. And then finally, sword.
East. Another mountain.
Okay. So he's thinking.
Oh, excuse me. I just got that backwards. The staff is the mountain to the east. The sword is the mountain to the west, the one that you guys just came from. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Gian, what are you saying?
worries.
I guess we should split up and go in all 4 directions again.
What could go wrong?
Oh, thanks, Neris, for the self-care.
Oh, hey, thank you. It couldn't possibly be as simple as just come the way we came from.
Do we see the tower from to the east?
You do. It is peeking up above the clouds, and you can see that it leads to a base that is very large.
Can we go there? Maybe west is like the start, and then east is like the other end.
So, from here, there's not really any other path other than down.
I mean, before we go, someone else should do an Arcana check on the statues to see if there's anything magical.
I
But
that
tried.
would lead them.
I
If
can
only
do
we
it.
had our wizard.
I have a 3 in Arcana, so I can at least try.
I got advantage.
And you said there was a platform between all 4 statues, right?
Yeah, with a bridge leading over to it.
So where does the bridge go?
Down.
Oh, the bridge goes down. Okay.
The bridge goes to the platform, which goes down.
Let's just try to ride it. Maybe it's
Yeah.
magic.
Well, real quick, let's see what I rolled. If I find anything out.
Both Zorn and Kanan can determine that what Ashwell just said is actually true. It is a magical lift.
Cool.
God
Good
damn
to
it! I just
confirm
stepped in
that.
the dark at that, and that bothers me.
I think your theory's right. I definitely sense something magical about this lift.
You don't say.
That is an embarrassingly long time for us to figure out that's just a fucking elevator, and he's just gonna glide over towards it.
It's no
Oh, yeah,
fucking
I
wonder that we're
figured
dead,
it was.
honestly. Kira's just like borderline livid this whole time because, living to be several thousand years old, being a Grim Reaper, and just dying to something she has no idea what fucking killed her. She's really pissed off.
What were you saying, Natalie?
Yeah, I figured it was a lift. I was just like, are the statues what controls it? Or I guess I should have specified. Yep.
If you'd given me long enough, I would have just started doing fucking rune casting to figure it out. Go ahead, Derek. Sorry, buddy.
You're good. So the 5 of you walk across to this platform, which you all fit upon, and you can see the floor illuminate with this soft bluish glow. The statues rotate inwards to face you. Facelessly, they illuminate as well. And then the platform gently begins to sink. You can hear the sound of a great rush of water as you lower down and down into the darkness of the castle, though there is no water around you to be seen. And over the course of 2 minutes, though it feels like an eternity, the dark finally gives way to a soft, pale light. You reach the base that the platform sinks into, seamlessly becoming one with the floor. As if this too was built to accommodate a great number of people, and there are many, many lines and rows for which people to queue. There is still no one there. The soft glow of fixture in a beautifully honed stone wall.
Kanan walks off to queue up.
You continue walking down these halls, and you notice that aside from the soft pale light every 40, maybe 50 feet, there is no color here. And though all of you are entirely accustomed to being able to see in the dark perfectly, there's not really much distinction between the dark and the light here anyway. Finally, after 30 minutes of wandering through these castle halls, you come to a gathering room of sorts. A large antechamber with a high vaulted ceiling 200 feet above you, disappearing into the darkness. At this large desk sits a very ambiguous looking individual, though they wear a soft linen cloak to conceal their form. There is no visage that can be determined on their face. They bid you welcome with a gesture, and there is a table in front of them, on your level.
Thank you for the hospitality, I suppose.
It nods.
He would glide towards the table and sort of look at all of you like a might as well, right?
What could go wrong?
We're already dead. We kind of made the big mistake of our lives. By we, I mean me. So, yeah.
It's food on the table.
No, there would be no food in a place like this. It's a, when I say table, I mean like a court table.
Okay.
I assume we were bickering all the way here again.
Oh, I know what's about to happen. Okay, I'll take a seat.
I'll go to. I'll sit
We're
next
about,
to.
we're about to have all our deeds and our souls weighed. Oh, fucking boy.
Cannon sits down next to Zarn and waits impatiently.
Have a seat.
Death has no place on the world. I believe that the time has come. You have many names, many deeds to these names. I would ask you, make your case. Why should you live?
Cannon's gonna scream, Blackwood needs me. The world needs me.
The world needs many things. And I have long seen it go wanting. Why would you be any different?
Cannon's flaw is firing up. She doesn't like the way she's being judged right now. It's easy to judge me from your little table when you could have helped us.
I could do no such thing.
But you can make a choice right now to help us.
Ashwell is literally doing the thinker while this is happening. He's clearly contemplating. He's going to say very, very deeply. So everyone feel free to keep fucking going. He's not intervening right now.
Doing the big thing.
Sarn will approach. I can tell you why we should be spared. As sure you are all knowing about everything that is happening on our world, including its end. And although we have not always led the best lives, it's true we have stolen and killed, and not always for the right reason. But we are finally doing something right, and that is saving people and saving them from the end of the world and bringing them to a new place where they might not die and have to not be alive anymore. So if you give us a second chance, then we will do this good thing and prove ourselves worthy of living. I'm not very eloquent.
Be a pal and help us out so the whole world doesn't get unalived.
I have not been watching everything. Indeed, my position has been all but abandoned for a very long time. Though time does not flow here, as you understand it. For a very long period, I have awaited.
So who are you? What are you doing here? If Limina has been cut off.
It has been restored.
By whom?
By you. All of you. By your actions. The weight of your gambits. The company that you kept. One you brought into your fold has broken death's place on your world.
It's font, isn't it?
Are you going to tell us who that is?
Ashwell looks up. My daughter.
One.
It's fucking Darvin, isn't it?
Sorry.
My Darvin would never do anything like that without running it by me first.
Without asking mom first.
Commander.
If I speak truth to you, you will no longer be able to be concealed from my true form.
Should we fear it then?
It nods.
Considering we're all dead.
My daughter. I think it's my daughter.
Ooh, angel.
Ooh.
It's a good card.
Yeah.
Indeed. As soon as they speak, the glamour concealing their identity and their true appearance drops. Magnificent and horrifying. Before you, can I get everybody to make me wisdom saving throws?
Yeah.
In the open.
Do I get any kind of bonus or penalty to this?
Oh, I meant to do that in the tower. I double clicked.
I'll say I'll give you advantage.
Yay, thank you.
Kanan, Zarn, Ashwell. It is almost overwhelming as it hits you. The splendor of such a being, unhindered in its visage. No mortal eyes were ever meant to see it, and though you are not mortal anymore, you are but a soul.
Oh no, I'm almost overwhelmed.
Pretty sure Ash will just hold his eyes up, or his hands up over his eyes. I beseech thee, please shield your countenance. I can't.
Mm-hmm. It's so beautiful, it's disgusting.
I no longer can, as I have spoke truth to you. It is not your daughter. It is a being from outside this realm of causality or any others that this sphere resonates within. Out of time, out of space, they fell into this cosmos. And it was at your behest that they removed the ring of the first vampire from where it sat.
What's that again?
You return and look at the group like, what the fuck did you guys do? Because I was not part of the party at that point.
That was Kanan, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly.
No,
No, it wasn't.
No, I mean, she's the one who started us with the vampire.
that's half true. I mean, it was all of you.
Yeah, we
except
all
for
fucked that
Kira.
up. Yeah.
I am blameless in this.
Ashwell would turn from the angel and just sort of shrug sheepishly. I suppose you're roped in with this, unfortunately. Sorry.
Oh, I should have known.
Who better than us to end this? Kanan says.
I have heard you say such things before, Kanan. I have yet to hear why you.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but you know, Blackwood is my home. No room for first vampires or second ones.
The spheres have shifted and aligned in a way that I can see clearer now than I have in so very long, Kanan. And what I see you allowing a vampire within your home. I see you welcoming it with open arms to take the power of that which currently holds it. And yes, it is true that it will be to excise that ultimately. But you care not whom your allies are. You seek power. You seek power at the expense of everyone. I see that in you more than in any other here before me.
Is that so bad?
I suppose it is the natural way of things. When your logic has been determined at the end of a sword for as long as you can remember.
You asked us a question, mistress. May I ask one in return?
She nods.
Ashwell slowly stands up. You ask us why it should be us, why we should come back. I believe the question more appropriate is, why not us? The universe is often guided, but not well. Chance is cruel, and circumstance blind. Worse people have been greater heroes. Greater villains have been better people. I don't know if I had known, if we had known, when we decided to join Canaan on a train heist, that I would be dead within a few months and talking with death. I don't even know if it would have changed what I would have done. What led us to be here is irrelevant. We are here now in a place where we can make a difference. And whether it's self-interest that motivates us, or selflessness, or hope for someone else on my behalf, we are all driven. We seek power, yes, but we are relentless and ruthless. We will do the difficult things that better people would not. And unlike worse, we will not do them without consideration. At least not all of us. We are a mess, but a well-balanced one, in a place where we can do some good. Or if not good, we can do what has to happen.
This one speaks truth. Unfettered truth, finally.
I suppose the question that I'm wondering is, why do you care? It's not your job to care, it's your job to ferry us to the next realm. What consequence is it to you?
She looks at you, and she says, because it has been so very long, Kira, since I have been able to do my job, that I would say you five being the first of the dead in this new world should be determinations on how I will carry out my duties ever after.
Hmm. And who is your master? Have you want to serve, or are you just here alone, eternally?
I was made long ago as a union between the spires of Avalon and the cities of Abaddon. I predate the current Queen of Hell by more time than I'm very old, and I have served my purpose, derelict and alone. I have been without purpose. I ask you, why you?
Well, I ask you, why not us?
You are the first. Should I choose to send you one way or another, I would be robbing you of your own determination. Should I ferry your souls into an afterlife forever after this, I would be condemning the world.
Well, then you'd certainly have plenty of work to do. You wouldn't be bored anymore.
She nods. Now you see my quandary. I long for my purpose.
You don't strike me as the type who would truly enjoy doing their job in an unfair way. And it feels like everyone dying and getting sent here all at once. Well, then you ferry them all out, and there's nothing left to do again.
True, and then in the
Or-
meantime, this plane is filled with panic and mass hysteria and grief.
You have a couple of months of paperwork stacked up on your desk, people running around the place chaotically. You send them all away, and then you're right back to what you're doing now, which is sitting here twiddling your thumbs.
Well, I think I'm going to say the thing that nobody really wants to say. I've heard some of the humans saying the quiet part out loud. I don't think any of us really deserve to live, yourself included.
She nods.
None of us certainly do not deserve to go to Avalon.
She nods again.
Another sad truth is that even if you send us back, you'll still have plenty of work on your hands after the world ends. And in the meantime, with all the disasters running amok.
I've seen a glimpse into each of your futures and where they all intersect. Would you like to know where that is?
After I've eaten them all, I presume.
You're not eating
And
me.
absorb their
Look up.
power. Oh, sure. Of course not. I turn to the angel and wink.
I'd rather not. Knowing the future is... I'm not wise, but I'm wise enough to know that's a bad idea, at least for people like me.
Well, then that makes this whole conversation arbitrary. You're just toying with us.
No, I don't think it does. I think in a way you and I are somewhat alike, Angel.
Kira rolls her eyes like, oh my god.
No, you don't understand. Ashwell and you are nothing alike. But I can empathize with being made to purpose. I was a sword. Nothing more. I was meant to be wielded. I was not supposed to care about who used me. My purpose is to cause havoc. It's not to change things for the better.
While you're having this
Okay.
little like semi-external monologue, Kira turns and looks at you, like for the first time with this look of disdain on their face. Like, I beg your fucking pardon.
Ashwell, however, Ashwell was something new. I was broken, and he found me. Some idiot noble had reforged me into something different. Two halves, and sharpening them both and turning them into knives must have seemed really novel to some bored socialite. And here comes this dumb, young human, stumbling through a heist, no idea what he's up for, and he picks me up. I could have abandoned him right there and let him die. This is, I think, where you and I are like now, Angel. I wasn't made to consider my purpose. But I did anyway. You ask us why we should go back. You're asking for a reason. But sometimes you have to make one. Ashwell is no different than the hundreds of other gutter children I've seen in Blackwood. What made him different was I chose him for no other reason than he was the one who grabbed my hilt. And here we both stand.
Choice, is it?
It's unenviable, isn't it? It's so much easier to just let something else do it. Follow a directive, but it's not. It is not as rewarding, frankly, as fun.
If I gave you the choice to seek out your own end of returning to the mortal coil, where would you go? North, south, or east?
Ashwell turns to the rest of you. He genuinely doesn't know.
I think this would be a great time for us to take a break. We are right at that time, and I feel like that's probably something that you guys might want to consider. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10. We'll be right back with more Covet Syndicate. Folks, thank you so very much for waiting. I surely do appreciate it. Did you know that you can get yourself 10% off your custom DM Studios dice case by going to ko-fi.com/theshadysale and using code RPGINN at checkout? They are beautiful. They absorb sunlight. You can use it as an arcane focus to resurrect the corpses of your fallen enemies, to then slaughter more of your enemies and create a perpetual undeath machine. You can do that. Check it out. Code RPGIN at checkout at ko-fi.com/theshadysale. Thank you very much. Much love to you guys, and let's get right back into it. The angel asks you, where would you go? To the north, to the south, or to the east?
To the east, of course.
In
East.
character, I'm sure we bicker about it until we finally settle on east.
I think that's fair, yeah.
East side, do we die?
I believe east.
East.
East it is.
So be
Woot
it.
woot. Woot woot.
There's a door, or like an archway that goes to the left of them. There's an archway that goes to the right of them. And then behind them, there's an archway that goes straight ahead. Let it be known, so saith the first of the dead, choice is always given to those that pass through these walls.
Ashwell bows very deep and puts his hand over his heart as he does. Thank you for your hospitality.
Be on your way.
Gonna glide to the door.
Into the unknown. Onward into the breach.
You walk through the middle, out to a desolate plain. That same wind blowing down from the mountains that you can't feel. There is almost nothing here. No sound of creatures, no people. But what you do see along your journey is a great darkness leaching up into the land. You follow a path over hills and cliff sides, and you see this darkness seeping into this world. Sequestered for so long, sealed away. High on the mountaintops, you can see a great shadow, large enough to be perched along the side, swathed in darkness. It watches as you walk and walk, and it does not move.
No.
So the darkness appears sentient, and there's some sort of figure observing us.
They're one and the same.
So the figure's connected to the darkness.
Seems like the figure is made of that very same darkness.
Yeah.
And it's like around us or above us.
In
Or
great
is it in
pits,
relation to us?
great chasms in the plains,
Hmm.
bottomless pits.
So does it seem more like we are traversing into its realm, or more like it's infecting this realm?
The latter.
It's infecting this realm.
That's right.
Okay.
Kanan feels this is a safe space, so she's fine with the darkness.
I think Ashwell's trying to avoid meeting its gaze wherever he can.
Creature of nothing, what are you? Who are you?
It doesn't answer. But when a cloud passes over the mountain, it is gone when it is past.
It's fucking Odin in Valheim. As soon as you acknowledge its presence, it disappears. Well, that was terribly rude.
Very strange, but I'm glad it's gone. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe it's
maybe you
scarier
should-
that it's gone.
Well, it's probably scarier that it's gone. I don't know. At least we know where it is if we can see it. Perhaps that's Fallacy thinking. Who knows?
I suppose you're right.
You continue along the path, I'm assuming.
I think Ashel's pretty quiet since the fucking castle, just to make it clear.
I don't really want to go like venturing down into one of those bottomless pits if that's what you're asking. One of y'all wants to do
No,
that, be
thank
my
you.
guest, but I'll pass.
No, I watch Neverending Story. I know what happens in the Bog of Eternal Stench. I don't need that
Yeah.
shit.
I mean,
Cannon,
the nothing is already here, so
Cannon goes in. She welcomes this darkness.
just fucking yeets herself into like a bottomless pit. Goodbye, friends.
That is all you.
I'm assuming you're joking.
I hope.
I don't think we want to find out what happens when you die here. That seems like a very bad experiment to play out for the first time.
I don't think we respawn in the West.
Yeah,
Just a thought.
yeah, no.
Kanan, what do you do?
Oh, I continue down the path.
Okay. If Thanatos was calling to you.
Call the void, literally.
Into mist, this path plunges down and to the side, off and away from this valley. Indeed, as you make your way into the mists, the very fabric of Limina seems to be lost in these memories of 1,000,000 billion lives. From happiness to rage, the deepest sorrow you've ever seen, to luxury. You see it all. And as you make your way through this mist, can I get a charisma saving throw from everybody in the tower?
Question. Sarn is a Yuanti, and Yuanti don't have emotion, so is it affecting her? Because she doesn't.
You're probably feeling a lot of things for the first time then.
Oh no. Is this what you people go through all the time? This
Oh
is
no,
terrible.
feelings.
I don't like it.
Get rid of it.
You said charisma
Mm-hmm.
or wisdom?
Charisma.
Makes you almost wish you were a sword again, right? I mean, a snake again. You know what I mean.
Respawn as an egg.
All of you see this tangled mass and weave of everyone that's ever been through this place. Anyone that's ever stepped foot in Limina, period. And that's when the overwhelming feeling of observation peels over all of you. A great black tower stretched before. Impossible shapes. Construction that defies geometry. It bends and curves and reaches high and high into the clouds, lost from sight in the mists of memory.
I feel like the whole time, like, we're seeing this unfold. It's like a small part of Asheville. It's kind of like, it's almost like home. Almost. Off, though.
All right, I'll ask my question from before. Where the hell are we?
You all wanted to go down this way. I wanted to go see what the angels were up to.
I think it'd be a little bit less enigmatic than whatever the hell this is.
This is kind of nice. Let's see what happens.
Sure.
Also,
Go
Zon,
into the...
I don't know why you don't think you would be instantly incinerated the moment an angel just set side on you.
I mean, I can be nice.
No, you can't. Shut up.
I have done nice things before, I'm sure.
Like what?
I can't think of anything, but...
Name one. Name a single nice thing you have ever done out of altruism and kindness.
I saved Darvin. He was going to die, and I saved him.
Did
and
you
now
save
he has a
Darvin because you didn't want him to
cool
suffer, or did you save Darvin because you didn't want to lose your dwarf?
Isn't that the same thing?
I rest my case.
I don't have these emotions normally. I don't like this.
You get used to it
I
eventually.
feel angry.
I feel angry, she says with a monotone.
So there's still a path forward. It's just getting really fucking.
It drops off directly off the path into mist on either side. Nothing below that.
Oh, also, so you guys don't think I'm like not taking this session seriously, or cracking too many jokes. So Kira's madness is like she can't take anything seriously, so she's just like bickering with everybody to cope with all of this shit.
Besides, a little levity, honestly, in the face of literal, like, nightmarish, extra-dimensional, extra-life horror is pretty, like, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah. Also, cracking the occasional joke is a little bit more palatable when you're faced with eternity.
I think, looking at it, and Astral Sword turns around, it's not really that different than any other path. It's just kind of more ontologically honest, really. It's a leap, right?
Can I make a religion check on this spire?
Sure, what was that,
Like-
Oni? Real quick. I didn't hear the end of what Oni was asking me.
Sorry.
I wasn't asking something that was just him, shitting, like, waxing philosophic. You're good, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashwell was just kind of thinking out loud.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a religion check on this spire, since our other two options were literal heaven or hell. What the fuck is this place? Like,
Okay. It's going to be a really high DC.
that's fair. It's fair. Can you? So I have a +8 to religion. If it's a 30, I can't get it, but.
Okay. Then there's no point in rolling.
Okay.
Could I make an Arcana check to try to see what this is?
Can you reach a 30?
No, I cannot. That's fair. So yeah, we have no idea.
Can I persuade Kira to remember about this place?
It potentially, if I could get a bless from chat, I could get a 30.
I have a bless I could give you, but what's that paladin thing I have that gives you guys
That's for saving
something?
throws only.
That was the reason why you guys
Just
didn't
for safety
instantly all just go insane with Zarn's Paladin aura.
Thank you both.
Okay.
So
Look.
Can Elise
The
roll,
abyss wanes.
and then you let
May
us
their
know
aim be
if the
true.
bless
well,
will
I
help.
have to have the bless because the DC's
Thanks,
a
Dylan.
30. I only have a +8.
Dylan gave you all a bless.
Oh, thank you, Dylan.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, like, if your total was a 10, then there'd be no point in rolling the bless, because even the bless wouldn't get you to a 30.
I get what you're
blesses
saying.
now.
Okay.
And advantage. Oh, thank you so
Aw.
much.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Nami.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Okay. So I'll just roll my first check, see how it goes. And we can go from there.
Sounds good.
In the tower, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh my god, you might want to roll that.
Okay, I'll take that advantage right off the bat. I bet that was like a nat 1 or some shit.
It was a 2.
It was a 2.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. And I have my inspiration, so.
That bless can make a difference.
Do it.
Okay, it's
Fucking
it's
do it.
D6, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the open or in the tower?
6.
Make it in the open. You need a 5 up.
Oh no.
Ooh.
6.
I fought too many guardsmen to disregard a 5 up. It's doable. It's doable.
No! Oh, can Zorn give me her bless? Or
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we stack blesses?
You can replace bless.
Okay.
Okay. Roll again.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on. Blowing my dice, guys.
Oh my god.
Do you have guidance?
Oh. I do have guidance. Can I give myself a guidance?
Yeah.
Yes.
The 1 plus 1.
There you go.
Got it!
There we are.
Yeah!
Nice.
We did it, guys. We got to a 30 in D&D. It's that fucking hard in D&D.
That's true.
Sarge just behind you, like, come on, remember, you can do this.
Thanks, chat. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice.
So, what's your question? You get one.
Get a single question. Fuck. Okay, well, let me consult the party above the table. So there's a lot of different ones. I feel like where are we is too broad.
How do we get inside this tower?
No, fuck off. We're not asking how do we get inside.
I feel like the obvious question is, what is the tower?
Yeah, I was also thinking,
What's in the tower?
yeah, what's in the tower, or who/what owns the tower.
I feel like if we ask what is the tower, that kind of stuff tends to get covered a little bit. Like, it's like, oh, okay, well, that's the tower of, and then we learn what's in it. Whereas if we ask what's in the tower, we might not know what the tower is, right?
Well, I mean, like that may not necessarily be true, because like if you encounter this fucking strange object, you don't know what it is. It could be, say, like, oh, it's a pyramid. Oh, it's an obelisk of Dagon. But that, like, you don't, you know what I mean? Like, asking what the tower is may be too broad.
Well, we can kind of converse with Vaughn and ask him his intellect. After we learn the name of the tower, he can legend lore it.
Well, I can also legend lore it. He doesn't have legend lore, or does he? I don't remember.
I think you got it from an item. Is that what you're referring to, Gian?
Yeah.
I think so. That sounds right.
Well, if Kira has legend lore, then we can let him do it.
But also,
and that's not a bad point.
I mean, I had to get a 30 for this, and Miss Angel Lady didn't tell us what was this way. So if we legend lore it, we'll probably get jack shit.
How does, just out of curiosity, how does legend lore work again?
Let me pull up the spell and read the exact text, because it's pretty particular.
Good idea.
It's one of those really like persnickety spells.
Very true.
Where legend lore. Okay, I'll just copy and paste. And I'll read it out for chat. So, name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of significant lore about the thing that you named. The lore may consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed information you receive is. So we have absolutely no information about this thing, aside from whatever our
Sure.
question is. So
I mean, based off the information we get from the question, it might be worth trying legend lore.
Also,
regardless.
I hate to bring this up, but the spell also requires consumable material components. So
okay.
we can't even legend lore the thing. So
Okay.
unless there's like
normally-
a merchant around somewhere where we can buy spell
just
components.
behind a tree.
Sorry.
What will you buy it?
How convenient.
Would the
Resident Evil merchant is hanging out around the corner.
would the
Let's quick travel to the marketplace.
Yeah,
Phone
real
up,
quick.
friend. We got the mirror.
would
Okay,
that shadowy guy be willing to show us his wares perhaps?
Normally, I wouldn't be one to agree with Kanan. However, I feel like this is above board, and also this would be Ashwell's take on it personally. We committed to this path. There's only one place it leads, and that's the tower. And in a place like this, Ashwell doesn't know much about death, but he does know about weird, crazy shit made by really powerful things way pay grades above him. And they don't build shit like this without purpose. So there is a way to that tower. Or if not, we aren't meant to go
I'm
there.
sure.
So at this point, it might be a leap of faith. But where else are we going to go? We go back, and I get a very strong sensation that angel's going to be like, yeah, you got one, kiddos. Like, you're not getting another door to open. So...
No, I assumed we were going in the tower.
Well, also, like, that being said, this thing already, like, assumedly this thing already knows that we're here in some way or another, that shadowy fall, like, so if this thing is the controller or, like, whatever, out of character, I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but... I don't want to be that meta.
Right.
If it doesn't want us in, it's not going to let us in. It's the controller of an entire plane equivalent to heaven or hell.
Right.
End of story. Like we're it's not going to let us in if it doesn't want us around. Like, and like that's it. Like, so.
Right.
Oh, we can loiter around until it gets tired of us.
Anybody got
Okay.
some like Sharpies and poster boards just to let us in?
Oh my god.
Please.
Like, I feel like we're currently using them to make, like, the wall of, like, newspaper clippings to like, figure out what we're going to do. Right now, we have no idea what the thing is. So let's just ask what the tower is. Like, we don't even know if there's anything in it. What if we ask the question, what lives in the tower? And the answer is nothing. It's a world that literally hasn't, been in use for thousands of years, still not occupied. Like,
Well, what's in it could cover more than just living beings. It could be like, oh, there's a teleportation device inside.
How
or
about
something. I don't
just
know.
what plane is this? Because we already know Avalon and Abaddon. We don't even know what plane we're on at this point.
I guess that's fair. That's a reasonable question.
I think we're in the abyss.
I think there'd be a lot more demons heckling us if we were in the abyss.
True.
I've already asked that question. You're on Limina.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's true.
This is the path to it. Yeah.
path. Okay, what? Okay. What? I guess that would be like, what plane are we approaching? Would be a better
Oh, okay.
wording of that question.
Okay.
Is that all right with the party?
That's about as reasonable an answer as I think.
I need to sneeze.
Don't sneeze. There he goes. I heard that echo in Natalie's mic.
Muted myself so chat didn't have to hear it.
My mic picked it up.
That's funny.
I think I'm getting some Queen of Crow
Logic.
vibes. Yeah.
You are approaching the realm of logic. At least
Logic.
some facsimile of it.
Approaching
Which
the
one's
realm
that
of
on the
love.
map?
It's not there. It's not on the map.
Yeah.
It's because none of you would ever really have reason to know that it exists.
That's fair.
So how does Kira know about the plane of logic then?
There are certain rules which govern the world. There are figments and personnel that enforce that rule. To you, the realm of logic would be known as Mechanus.
Oh.
You get to be a Modron after all.
Yeah!
There you go.
Yeah!
I'm down with this. Let's go talk to Mr. Logic or Mrs. or they, them. I'm good with it. It works for me.
Yay.
But-
We get to logic our way out of this.
But see, here's the problem is that Derek said earlier that this plane has been infected by this darkness, so...
I mean, I hate to be like, what are we going to do about it? But
No. All right.
it's, no, I agree it's a consideration, but it's kind of one of those like, man, we are already so sufficiently way the fuck above our pay grade. Even getting through this alive seems practical.
We're not alive.
Let's
Exactly.
start with...
We're already behind the
I
eight ball on this.
I say we start with the tower and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we find there's something we can do about the infection, then we'll try.
Approach
but
the
no need to go out of our way
approach the
yet.
basalt monolith team.
Indeed.
As you make your way to a large set of doors, 80 feet tall, before you, a light glints between the two of them, and slowly they open to reveal a large chamber within. It is not well lit, but what you can see is machine. The most intricate, maddening works of a machine that, to your estimation, has ever existed. To what purpose, one could only surmise, is beyond one's understanding, but there, in the center of a large circular chamber, at the very center of the tower, a hulking form, hunched over, tinkers away, tirelessly toiling at this machine.
OSHA says you gotta lock it out, sir. You can't be working on live equipment.
That's funny.
I got that, Jim. Astral kind of
Kanan says.
you and
Kanan
shrugs.
says.
Sorry, two of you were talking over each other.
Go ahead, Kanan. Go ahead.
Oh, Kanan says. That's all I said.
What? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I said Kanan said. Can't be working on that. It's live.
Oh my god.
Did you actually say that? I'm gonna gently hit you with a melee attack with the bare hand, knowing that I have like no strength and it won't fucking hurt you. Just a kind of like
1 damage.
Kanan pushes Ashwell forward, like, do something.
He looks back at the other two of you like a.
Kier sighs and comes with you like, oh, I'm fine.
You just sort of glides forward, and as he does, like next to him, you can just sort of see the old Ashwell kind of just like smirking. So you get what you wanted, huh? Got my body. Everything came with it, including this. You fuck up, and then he just sort of like disappears again. Just Ashwell just rolls his eyes behind his mask. God, he's annoying.
Can Kira hear or like understand any of that, or?
He has 2 souls in 1 body, so like I don't know what your ability to perceive dead things is, but he in there somewhere. So
Immigrant Reaper, but only for elves, so that's up to Derek. I would assume.
technically elf now, if that helps.
Yeah,
Um,
I was about to say that.
yeah.
Do you have to deal with that all the time?
Yes, I do.
Seems awful crowded in there.
He turns to you, and it's Ashwell. It's the old Ashwell speaking. You got no idea, sister. It's like a timeshare in here. He gets it sometimes, I get the rest.
What the fuck is a timeshare? Just say as he approaches figure. This fucking campaign is really good.
We can exercise old Ashwell.
Just send him to the fucking shadow realm.
I think he's already there.
You're not wrong.
Okay, well, this hulking figure, can we get a better look at it as we get closer?
There we go.
Ooh. Oh no!
It's him! It's the boy!
Oh no!
The genderless dude.
Sarn's gonna keep her distance. She doesn't like the. He's bigger than me. I don't like that.
Oh no!
Just don't know if I could swallow him with all those mechanisms.
He's very spiky.
Well, I would hurt going down.
Kanan blushes, looks kind of cute, you know.
Alright, that really fucked you up a couple times, didn't it?
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're taking our final break for the evening. We'll be right back with more Covet Syndicate. Much for sitting tight. Now, the figure turns to face you. Massive and lumbering. This resonant plate on its chest, corroded and tarnished. The eye, cataracted. Heavy pits and scars. It stutters and stammers as it rotates into position, looking down at you, the eye bouncing around here or there with a milky cover.
Oh god, it's a dinosaur. Not that.
Let's take a look and see. Common, deep speech, elvish, star speech. Use can.
Nope.
Dwarvish and Elvish.
Common. Celestial, common, draconic, elvish, sylvan.
Nope.
Abyssal, common, draconic, dwarvish.
Ashwell's gonna turn towards Vaunt, who is still with us, and ask if he can cast comprehend languages.
Or tongues or something.
Does he have that spell?
I could have sworn.
don't know. Actually,
Sure he
well,
does.
you know, I don't think he updates his D&D Beyond.
So he might not have.
I don't think he
prepared.
updates his D&D Beyond sheet.
Yeah.
So
Because I could have sworn he's used it in the
I
past.
I,
in
I
Joker's
can
War, right?
look at his sheet and check his spell book.
Okay.
I just looked at it on here. He's a wizard. I'll say that he probably would have gone to the lengths to get it for the castle, knowing that it's very likely he would come across information he might not otherwise be able to read without it.
Let me check his. I'm bad about keeping my spells updated on. But let me check his spell book.
That's a big
He
move.
does have
That's-
he does have comprehend languages in his spell book on D&D Beyond,
Hell yeah.
and yeah.
Nice.
This dude
So
reads. I'm just saying, like, there's no way he
yeah.
didn't take it at some point.
Then Vaunt will translate for the party. He says that
What language is it?
I don't know if the comprehend languages tell you what spell it is, or what language it is, excuse me.
That's fair, yeah.
Let
That's
me.
fair.
I just closed the tab. Why am I like this?
I was just curious.
Comprehend languages. I know it specifically says it tells you the literal meaning of whatever they're saying without
Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything about which language it is. It's just translates it. So that's cool.
comprehend languages. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but must be touching the surface. It takes about the spell doesn't decode any secret messages. Blah blah blah. Yeah, it doesn't tell you any. It doesn't say anything about the language. It just talks about it tells you the literal meaning of what's being spoken or written. Also, I was just like going through my tabs, and I see on the stream it's just Eyeball Boy on the stream.
Yeah. He says we are the first to be here, ever.
That tracks. We are the first dead, apparently. Tell him we don't wish to intrude. We need to pass through.
Yeah.
I don't think he can speak the
Yeah,
language.
he can't speak. That's the purpose of tongues, is that you can reply.
Fuck.
But we could maybe speak out loud. Maybe the creature could understand us.
That's fair.
It's possible. My question actually is, does he mean that literally, like, we are the first ones to ever come this way? Because Limina used to be open to the public, so to say. So maybe we're the first ones to ever choose to come to the plane of logic. That was really convoluted. I'll ask that in character. Sorry.
Yes, we are the first ever to come this way. There have been others that have made it to the realm of logic before, but they have never stayed for very long. Typically, if somebody is brought there from outside of that realm, it's because they are bending or breaking laws that were never designed to be bent or broken.
So we're the first to choose to come to logic.
That's right.
Cool.
This way, anyway.
Kanan's gonna speak to the robot. She's gonna say ooey ooey wah wah ooey ooey wah wah, which translates to "We come in peace."
Is it a reference to something?
I thought you were fucking making a Transformers movie joke for a second. Jesus Christ.
Silly.
We need
It
to
does
pass.
not fear you, is what Vaughn translates.
We need to return to the mortal world. We were told this is a way by which we could do it.
I don't think we were ever told that. We just chose to come this way.
I'm pretty sure she did mention like above table. I'm pretty sure she did mention like straight up say like that's the way we do it. We go and we talk to this guy and he would have the way. Or, we're pleading our case to a higher power. So
I suppose there's any harm in asking. Can you help us return to the material plane? Will you help us?
Though the eye cannot see, it fixates on you for a moment, Kira. And you could feel a great weight, like pressing down on you.
Kira's very obviously unsettled.
Ashwell offers a hand to help steady her. Steady them.
That's unpleasant.
It cannot. But it believes that through this tower, it might be able to send you to the one that can.
That would be helpful if you'd be willing to assist.
We would appreciate that.
What will you give me?
Offers a handsome tiefling to the robot god.
Hands off my tiefling.
I don't think this version of him has mage hand, or else it would have slapped you for that. No, not yet.
We can help with the machine. There's 5 of us. We can take it on together.
It's a terrible idea.
Yes. Ashwell gives you this look like, hell no. It's not even like a, there's no entertainment, just like a narrowed, like, the fuck are you thinking?
This robot needs our help. Look at him. Can't even see.
Let's not antagonize the creature that might help us. Ashwell turns to the Morut and just sort of... The material realm is facing a major transformation. We seek to stabilize it. The chaos of that change will likely bleed into here. By stabilizing it, we might keep things more orderly and neat on this side of death.
He says that words have very little substance to one such as he. That if you wish for him to help,
What do you value?
What would you like? What is something that, yes.
Yeah, we can help him.
What is something that you would want?
what is important to you?
A lot of things.
My daughter?
Do you mean material or?
What are you willing to lose? To sacrifice?
Man, I really wish Nick was here because I have a good idea. Kira reaches up and not sure, like with a very obvious look of uncertainty, like she doesn't know if this would work. Removes a very nice pair of like platinum and sapphire earrings, and offers them to the Marut. They're essentially her wedding ring from Vaunt.
It extends a massive claw-like appendage. What exactly are you offering it here, Kira?
It's a pair of platinum and sapphire earrings. Like I said, they're functionally her wedding ring from Vaunt.
But metaphysically here, what are you offering?
It's so it's in the past 2 lifetimes, like current lifetime, previous lifetime, Kira has never like been with any like a committed partner. So it's literally been several thousand years. And this is the first time that Kira has chosen to be with somebody rather than being forced to be with somebody or forced to be alone under the service of a drow matron mother or under Persephone. So this is sort of, it has a lot of facets to its meaning.
It takes the earrings.
I don't know if those will do or not. If that's what you meant.
I assume it probably wants us all to give something.
Does it seem accepting of them, or is it just like, what's it doing?
Give me an insight check.
Insight check the giant robot.
Let's do it.
Woo.
You do still have your inspiration.
Sure. Sure, why the hell not? I'll use my inspiration for this.
You get the feeling that it's not just taking the materials as sacrifice if that's what you're offering it.
Is it like taking my feelings or my memories or?
Yep. If that's what you're offering it, that's what it's going to take.
Oh no, I don't want to give that. I can give something else. I have an idea. I'm gonna take those earrings back and I'm gonna give it my staff. I'm gonna give it my staff from Persephone.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm gonna part with all of those years of sacrifice and service and belief in a higher power who found it fit to abandon me at the end of the world after millennia of dedicated service.
It takes that staff. Its hand's still open.
Like it's not satisfied. Does it want more
It
from
wants
me?
something from everyone.
Oh, it wants something. Okay.
That's
It has a massive fucking hand. Whatever you all give it, it's going to be able to fit.
Glad that I succeeded on the insight check because I did not want to lose those feelings and memories.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Ashwell is going to glide forward, and as he does, he's going to take off his mask. And underneath it, he is going to gesture to the spell rot tattoo that he has on his forehead that grants him flight. I won this through my death. It's the single hardest thing I've acquired. The respect of others. And their boon. I don't know how to take it, but if you can.
Fucking rips your forehead off.
That eye focuses on you. You can give me an insight check. about what it's going to take based off what you're offering.
Oh boy, I literally have a 0 in this somehow. So
Could I possibly like either provide the help action or make any insight checks for anybody?
You have succeeded on yours, so I will say you can provide the help action.
Okay. There you go. Advantage for you. I'll provide the help action for anyone that wants it. I won't force it on you.
oh god, I appreciate it. I definitely would fucking like it. It's very frustrating being a charisma-based person with like no wisdom. So
I know the vibe.
It is incredibly hard to read what it is making of what you are offering. Think about how you acquired that and what it means, is what I'll say before I move on to the next person. You can think about that while they're going. Jihan, were you about to speak up?
Kanan is going to give them her vision. No more eyes.
are you fucking kidding?
What? Don't
I
do
hope
that.
you're not ever planning on making an attack roll again.
It turns to look at you,
I mean, that's fair,
tilting
it can't
its
see.
whole body to face you.
It's pretty sad that you can't see, old man. Take these eyes.
You fucking serious?
You can get double air. Just get double air sets. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Would you like to try to confer what it will take?
Oh yeah, let me put an insight on there.
I said confer, I meant inf.
Oh yeah, infer.
Would you like
My
the help
bad.
action?
Duh. Language.
English hard. Would you like the help action, John? I can help you. I can if you want.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. Okay. I will help so you can have advantage.
Uno mas.
Yeah. See. It seems pleased by this offering. If you can make sense of a pleased from something like this.
All right. Kanan needs help with removing the eyes from the sockets.
Oh God.
You're actually going through with this?
Make a constitution check.
Jesus.
I'm the necromancer and the healer. I guess I'll help. Shit.
You can roll medicine.
Okay. Boy. Into the tower.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Kanan, you thought yourself divorced from pain in Limina. Until such a time as you took your blade to your eyes. The agony that courses through your body is overwhelming. Bloody ruins of sockets, lidless and mangled.
Oh,
Pain overwhelming. It unsteadies your hand. And you leave a massive scar all across your face. Your eyes plucked from their sockets, bloodied. Through the help of Kira, they are gingerly placed within the hand of the Marut. And darkness takes you. a darkness that you will learn to dwell in forever.
God, buddy, way to put the bar high.
Whew.
Damn.
Kanan requires a blindfold.
I think that Kira rolled high enough to be able to help you with that.
I'll use a little bit of healing magic to alleviate some of Kanan's pain. Unless that's...
The pain does not cease.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might be beyond a cure wounds.
It is absolute. Zarn, what do you offer it?
I don't want to follow that. Zarn reaches and pulls off a necklace that no one's probably ever seen before. It's just a very bare bones wood carved necklace and places it in the robot's hand. It is the trophy of the first enemy that she ever slayed. And it was something that she kept with her because a lot of the other Yuantis told her that she would not amount to anything and would fall to her enemies. So slaying her first enemy was a significant moment in her life. And
Would you like to try to figure out what it's going to take from that?
yes.
Mhm.
Insight. I'm not good at insight at all.
Would you like to roll with that advantage that Kira's handing out?
Do I have
Kira's
an
handing out
advantage?
advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you, I'll
Yes,
offer you
please.
offer you the help action if you want.
It's going to take your pride.
I don't know exactly what that means.
It's not going to take your assuredness with a blade. It's not going to take your self-confidence. It's going to take the pride of a nascent demon lord for itself.
Above the table, what does that mean for Sarn? Because I still don't
Means
really
that
understand.
the more you consume, the bigger you get. You will be set apart from the others that came before you. You will not be bound to their self-obsessions, their desire above all things to see themselves ruling all things.
It's not terrible. I think I can live with that.
It takes the trophy. It turns to Vaunt. Telling him exactly what it wants from him.
Oof.
It wants the Codex.
Ooh. This would be a perfect opportunity for Nick to try to talk his way out of that.
Wait a minute.
What do y'all do?
We can't. Is this the codex of the gatekeeper, or the codex that like is gonna help us make the?
The one Nadar gave him.
Ooh.
That's super magic codex, not the one we need, but the one that he got, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's asking him for an actual thing, not some horrifying metaphysical. Well, it probably has a metaphysical connection to magic too.
Well, I mean, that has a lot of. It's probably gonna like take something really important magical from him, as well as the
Actual
Nadar
codex,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Wait, let me. There's gonna be something else that I could give.
It really wants the codex. If you're going to offer something, it better be damned good.
Let me look through my inventory and the significance of things. Hear me out. What if we offer it the emerald? Because we have the sapphire. Back at the Morning Castle. We need that like for a battery for the Mythalar. So we need a gemstone of that magnitude. So if we could get our hands on the sapphire, we could use that as the battery instead of the emerald.
That's assuming we don't need both. We're asking
I was gonna say.
we're asking a mighty big ask of the Mythalar. I suspect it's one of those, the more power we have, the more stable. I don't want to fuck with that. And it seems like we're all kind of getting nerfed here a little bit. I don't think none of us are walking away without taking a hammer blow to our power of some kind. I mean, for God's sake, like, Kanan lost their fucking eyes. You chose to lose your eyes, but they lost their eyes. So, like...
Gestures to 2,500 years of service.
Oh,
but sure, Kanan lost her eyes. It's fine.
I just wanted him to see again.
I'm drawing a blank, guys. Like, I don't.
I feel like this is one of those things where I would want to know what Red said. I don't want to speak out for him.
Yeah, maybe we should. I don't really know what to other than like to actually request to end the session because. Yeah.
Let me be fair. I mean, I don't want to give Red's codex away without giving him a chance to
Come up with
think of something else.
Think of something else, or like something. Maybe we could all like come up with something.
It's totally fair. It's about that time anyway.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pretty good spot to end the session.
I need to think about what Ashwell's going to give up because I have no idea. The boy does not carry much on him that he's willing to give away. He's already given a lot up.
But the
yes, it would give me time to rethink if I want to stick with what I'm giving him, or there's still time to change it now.
Yeah.
He had to work. That's why he's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's totally fair.
Somebody in the Sen was asking in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we're going to end the session then for tonight, folks, because, yeah, I couldn't agree more. I don't want to be forcing anybody to give away anything that they might want to hold on to and might have something else that they would be willing to offer up. So we're going to go ahead and move to the end. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I surely do appreciate y'all. I hope you had a great time. I know I did. Love you guys.